run and you run to catch up with the sun, but it's sinking. Racing around to come up behind you again. The sun is the same in a relative way, but you are older, shorter of breath, and one day closer to death. Let us begin.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Oddities D&D, a family-friendly show.
No. Don't let your kids watch this. Don't let your kids watch this, please.
I want this to be the place where they learn about pussy. No. Anyway, we are going to go around before we start the show and introduce all the players at the table today, starting... I'll wait for you to finish your sip. It's a long sip.
Harry just went and plopped down on the couch with the biggest huff and is now staring at me, and my heart is broken. I love him so much.
First up is Viria. Hey!
Oh,
Fucking
shit.
hell. This is what I have to work with.
I'm alive, but at what cost?
And across from there...
And I'm Ari and I play Viria.
Oh, Jesus. Across from there, we have Nagheim.
COVID can't tell DOREI on my parade. I'm Zanzan and I play Nagheim, your drow wizard.
And up from there, we have Rose.
Hi, I'm the bag of meat and flesh currently known as Fred, and I play Rose.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I hate it here.
Fishy bag.
And of course, last but not least, we have...
Breaking news in Western! I'm Chip Rogers, and this is a special report on the nightlife of Western. Nightlife in the big city is local celebrities Trixie and Captain of the Guard Oriana were seen about town with famed adventuring party based out of Singorn, the Oddities. Somewhat in their finest nightlife attire, rumors swirled about the barracks that the flashy crew started their evening with a good-natured competition against the Hand Axe Throwing League. Gossip tells us that it came down to, colloquially known as Posh Spice and Goth Spice, as well as Pink Spice, to win. Viria took victory with Nagheim taking home a participation ribbon.
Fucking
Seems we're having some technical difficulties. I'm getting a little feedback. Can someone in the booth please fix that? It's embarrassing for everyone. Thank you very much. Following the down-to-earth events at the barracks, Tittle Tattle tells that they attended the ice wine tasting in a private garden amongst high society, showing that these beloved faces can seamlessly drift between all ranks of society. We join our culture icon, Peaches Basilton. They're at the gala. Peaches, what is the mood at this gilded gala?
Well, Mr. Rogers, I can tell you, the mood of this gala is very chic, very elegant. Let me tell you, the gowns. I am telling you, this red carpet, so elegant. Everybody is also very, very eloquent.
Oh, there you have it, folks. Famous folks are indeed sparkling, but in their gooey centers resemble the rest of us. That's me, Chip Rogers, signing off. Take care, Western.
Amazing. Well, to add a little bit to that.
Please do. I didn't have time to actually get the end there. I was like,
Oh, no worries, no worries.
the Peaches Basilton gag. I was like, yeah, I need Fred in there.
Hells yeah. You always need Fred in there.
Everybody needs a little Fred.
So yeah, you guys did go to the botanical gardens that are in Western. You enjoyed taste testing. There we go.
That's tasty.
Yeah, one of those in front of the other. New wine that was there, and afterwards, you were all treated to a spa day of sorts, or a spa evening of sorts. Yeah.
I forgot about the spot.
No worries. It's all good. Good times are had by all. Everybody's nice and relaxed. And some of you, with more than their fair share of alcohol in them, and then having massage, release the natural endorphins, getting you high naturally as well, and the heat of the spa as well, are feeling a little rambunctious still. So when the rest of the crew, they went home to the Slayer's Take to kind of call it a night, one of your party member decided to go for a little walk. And that brings us to Viria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to be doing anything? I don't know. I was just gonna go take a walk.
Okay.
Maybe
Jesus.
drink more.
Like, what am I supposed to do? You said you were doing this. So yeah, you head out for the night. It's still relatively early in the evening, like 11, coming close to 12 p.m. So you felt good enough with the evening that you just didn't want to have it end, I guess. So heading away from the Slayer's Take, you head kind of towards the market ward, just kind of see like what you've tasted the higher up and what they had to offer, but now you want just with the little people, you know? You didn't like the wine? I'm putting you on the spot now.
It wasn't cooking sherry.
She also likes burnt toast, folks, so no accounting for taste. All right. So yeah, you head down through to the market ward, and there are a few pubs open, a lot of people having some good times and sharing drinks. Anything you want to partake in particular?
Not in particular. I didn't. I was like, this is like gonna be an afterthought thing. And
Oh.
like,
Well, good for you.
god damn, yeah, no.
So let me ask you this. Are you looking to go solo, or are you looking to converse with people as you go along?
Solo for now.
Solo for
You
now?
know how I am. Yeah.
All right. Well, do me a favor. Make a stealth check, please.
What is gonna happen? Fuck.
Low DC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a nat one.
Wow, I can't
Starting
help
it
you.
off.
I have inspiration though.
If you want.
Sure, why not?
This is what you want to use it on.
Well,
And that's an 8.
okay, so it won't be as bad as a natural one, but as you're trying to keep it a solo kind of affair and just have a few drinks, as soon as you go up to the bar, there's one gnomish individual who kind of sidles up and like, "Hey, baby, you look good tonight. Can I buy you a drink?"
I'm just gonna grab my drink and walk away.
That's all. So, on occasion throughout the night, with that low of a stealth check, you don't go completely unnoticed, and you are a unique looking individual, especially like, you know, with your eyeballs. You know, like you do, because they
I'm
glow in the
walking around
dark.
with my eyeballs.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
like the guy from Pan's Labyrinth. You know, "Ah!" You know? That's our Ari. But yeah, so you do get a couple of people just kind of looking, and once you look back at them, they just kind of try to politely like nod and shuffle away because you are very scary indeed. But either through sheer discomfort or sheer will of not feeling the exact buzz that you want, you keep ordering drink after drink after drink, and some people just send you drinks in hopes of like getting your attention. And you don't give much attention, but you do have the drinks all together. Before you know it, why is this music so fucking intense?
I was like, what? Like, what's gonna jump out at
This
me?
is supposed to be like lo-fi background music, and it's like God of War shit. Anyway, so eventually, after a few drinks, because you've never really had a mixture of things where it's like, hey, fine wine of every kind of color and code, and mixing that with like a massage that kind of really increases the amount of alcohol in your bloodstream as well as endorphins, and then heat on top of it. So you weren't feeling it before because it was kind of delayed in you. But adding like the drink after drink at this bar with everything else, you don't realize, but you're like staring at everybody, and then eventually your like one eye is like stuck open because you're slowly sliding down your arm until thunk, right on the tabletop. And that is when your eyes open to stare up at a perfectly blue sky above you. The air escaping your lungs freezes above and becomes a faint suggestion of a cloud. It's cold, but the bright day brings with it a warmth that keeps the chill at bay. Sitting up, you look to your surroundings. The horizon bears many peaks of white-capped stone mountains breaking through the frozen ground beneath. Long spikes of icicles dangle off outcroppings and have grown too long to shatter now. And to give you an idea, looking behind you, there is a great precipice of ice that points out to the distant shores. The furthest reach... Oh, what did it say? Oh, sorry, that should be a period. They point out to the distant shores, and the furthest reaches a vast ocean. And seated at the cliff edge, looking out to that unfamiliar world, is a large, almost giant-sized woman with black hair that gently rustles with the passing breeze. As you slowly stand, the woman slowly reaches a hand out to the side with an open palm pointed to the space beside her. What do you do?
I will walk up and take a seat, and as I do, I'll go, "Of course, you talk to me when I'm drunk."
You're not drunk.
Oh, I'm not drunk. Okay. Never mind then. I don't say that. I'll just take a seat.
It's all good.
I thought I was drunk. You were saying I was drunk. What?
You are in the real world. You don't know where you are now.
Okay.
As you sit next to this woman, you can see the pure white hair around her hairline and temples. Her large eyes remain closed, and her breathing is slow and deep. Her face, with its sharp and stoic features, seems to soften with the light of the sun warming her skin. And with a deep, satisfying exhale, her eyes open, revealing the large dragon slit pupils of the creature you have known for some time now. The same blue iris as a frozen lake, and the depth of the oceans behind them. As you both sit there in an uncomfortable silence, you begin to feel the creaking of the ground beneath you as the world slowly shifts with the tides. A distant rumble and crack as the ice breaks and forges new pathways for the waters beyond.
I remember this. This is where I made my decision. A new life. One of my choosing. And with it came a peace I never thought I was worthy of. This memory, it feels like it has been lost to me for so long. And you've brought it back to me. For so long I've been used as a tool of destruction. The lines of my hands have been stained red for many years before I was taken, but that pales in comparison to the death brought about against my will. And then there was you. You asked for power. You did not demand it. You begged for vengeance. You did not demand it. But I demanded of you. I was not forced to do someone's bidding. For once in my entire imprisonment, you did mine. I feel a sense of self. I can feel memories again. All the hate and rage and pain still fester. But there is so much more that has awakened in me now. If it were just this single beautiful moment that has returned to me, I would still be ever grateful for you, Virya Ardrena.
She turns to face you, so that the full weight of her gaze is upon you. But the softness in her expression conveys a longing for words that her years can't fully express.
Is that why you ended up choosing me?
I think so. I want to believe so. There's much of you that I see in myself. Perhaps that was it.
And there's a moment before she speaks again. She turns to face the horizon, lest her newly returned emotions get the best of her.
I have tried speaking with you in the past, but I was still not of my full and right mind. And you, Virya, are a bit of an asshole.
You see one of her large dragon eyes give you a subtle side-eye look as the corner of her mouth curls up in a mischievous little grin.
For a long time, I was an asshole too. I've never been good at making friends. For most of my life, I believed that making friends or dependence was a weakness. And over the countless years that I have been imprisoned in this glass coffin, I have never encountered anything to change my mind. I was just something to be used for others to gain power and dominance. You know what my life has been. And I feel I know you. And though your life may not be as long as mine has been, I can say that if I spend what time is left for you, making that life worthwhile, I would consider that a great honor.
I don't know what to say.
So for a moment, the two of you sit in contemplation.
I know there's still a piece of myself that is missing. Where it may be, I do not know. I trust that you will complete this task for me, but know that I do not demand it. We do as we wish. And for now, I wish to be by your side in a beautiful moment such as this.
Funny because at first I thought I had to do as you wanted, but I do want to find that last shard for you.
And so we shall.
You don't know how long you sit together in silence, but it is a very nice view. Maybe one that someday you'll get to see for yourself, if it still exists. And before long, in a cruel, cruel way,
Miss, you cannot sleep here. Please, your drool might stain the table. Please, miss. Hello.
and you do feel a little tapping on your head. What? Jesus! You see the bartender who's just trying to mop up underneath your pool of spit on the floor.
multi-class
Gets a
into
karate
monk.
chop in the throat, and he's like,
Yeah.
yes. And you kind of look around and you see the patrons are all but gone, and you see the cresting sunlight coming in through the windows. And I'll get you to make a perception check.
And before natural one.
That's a 6.
That's
so,
great.
you know.
Well, the one thing you do perceive is that daylight means your friends are going to be waking up soon.
Yeah. How much do I owe you? Here, and I'll just leave like 5 gold pieces on the table. I don't fucking care if that's more than what I drank, but
Hey.
whatever. Yeah.
You're golden. And
And I'll leave and head for the take if
Right
I can.
everybody back at the Slayer's Take. You are waking up. What is everybody doing?
Oh, ice wine headache. Oh, ice wine headache.
Oh, yeah.
It's supposed to be nice and pure.
Well, I'll say Cult has a hangover.
Here, here.
Everybody else can make a constitution check.
Magpie
Made of
had like
bacon.
maybe half a glass. Maybe more like a couple sips. So
I shouldn't though. I have advantage on con checks. But that's why I'm playing it.
Yep.
As soon as he gets up and stretches a bit, it's
Unaffected.
not so bad.
What'd you get, Rose?
Rose is unaffected.
Nice.
I didn't roll. I'm just assigning.
You're just telling me.
Yes.
Wow, guys. Thanks for having all the fun. Right on.
But as Colt is currently hating his life, Rose will plop a plate of bacon. Be like, here, have some bacon. This will help you. And like it's like a mountain of bacon in front of him.
He takes the
Where
pieces.
did she get the bacon? How did she get access to the kitchen of the Slayer's Take?
Who
Also a
cares?
mystery.
I'm the Kool-Aid man.
I'm the Kool-Aid man. And you can have sex with me.
Unconsciously, he's gonna put like a ration of bacon in his wrist pocket.
Okay.
Because it's been a while since I've had
Been a
some
while.
bacon in there.
And then she will eventually also plop a plate of eggs.
We're back to like this super intense battle music while this is going on.
This is appropriate though, because this
Battle
track is actually
eggs.
titled "The Slayer's Take," so we are
Okay.
good.
All right. Well, to go along with the background music, Rose will prepare a full breakfast spread, ready for combat.
There you go.
And also, I imagine this counts as a long rest as well, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Nagheim would have spent as much waking hours trying to wrap their brain around the construction of magical items.
Okay.
Because they have a goal to one day figure out how to make that staff.
Oh.
They have to repay us. They literally have a staff to repay.
Hmm.
And there's only one way to really repay that type of staff. And that's making it.
Good luck with that. Viria?
Yep.
Steal a
Do
new one.
I
Yeah.
also get a long rest or no?
No, you do. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Take that.
we're all in the same room, I assume, just passed out.
No, you're all downstairs in the foyer kind of thing. Like there's table. It's almost like cheers in the downstairs part, and then there's like loft space upstairs. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Has anyone seen Viria? I'm gonna regret this if she yells back. Don't yell into the earring. Viria? Are you at the take?
Am I close enough to hear that?
I'll say yeah, sure. Why not? You're a little bit out of breath because you're like running to get back to the Slayer's take because there was like some juvenile kind of part of you that was like, oh shit, mom and dad, they shouldn't know that I'm outside, you know? So it's a little bit like that.
Like when you guilt clean as an adult by being hungover. Like, oh, I gotta clean everything.
No, or it's
Like,
when
being
when
hungover.
when mom tells you to clean the kitchen or something, and you hear the garage door opening.
Yeah.
Or you forgot to defrost the chicken.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, the chicken!
Yeah, no, I forgot to defrost chicken.
Panic defrosting.
Yes,
I'll,
it's all
I'll
of
just
that.
go like, I'm on my way back. Be there soon.
Oh, all right. There's just a mountain of bacon, and I'm halfway through it.
Rose will
Keep
say,
some
not in
for
the
me,
earring.
please. I'm starving.
You better get here quick then.
Rose will say in the earring, ooh, so she's not at the take. Ooh, someone had a good night.
Or she just went out early.
Why? No, I don't think she's not in the room.
Yeah, went out early.
Wink, wink.
I mean,
I mean,
It's-
I've been up for the past 4 hours. What have you guys been doing?
sleeping?
Sleeping? And then before that, we were drinking?
Rose doesn't even sleep that much.
Yeah, I don't need to.
But she does. Because she can.
Sure.
What did we... I remember talking with Oriana last night, but... What did we discover about what we could do for Agna?
I just need to get a scroll of
restore-
remove curse.
A remove curse. Oh, I think I remember
If
we talked
Trix-
to Trixie.
Yeah. She said she's gonna look into seeing if she has one. It's still not a guarantee because we don't know if that's actually what is affecting him.
Mhm.
However, if it is what's affecting him, it can remove it. So,
Sorry, cat behind me.
I
There's
was
stuff to knock-
so
there's
like
stuff-
focused on that.
I'm like, don't knock anything over, but I put everything away. So
All right, I guess at some point
redecorating.
I'll get back. I just don't know how far I was. So
oh,
kicks the door in.
there she is. Cultist
Now,
hidden the
she's
bacon.
looking a little like, you know, unput together. Like
Sweaty.
definitely. Sorry.
sweaty.
Well, yeah, because she fucking ran from wherever she was staying at.
Rose
To the
will say
take.
very loudly, someone had a good night.
It's like- Bacon now, talk later.
And then Rose will give a very knowing look to Call, be like, told you, look.
Everybody make a perception check, whoever wants to, except for Viria,
Ooh,
because she's eating.
Why do I roll so low with such a high perception?
90.
So both Rose and Cult,
Oh, that's so good.
whether you mention it to Viria or not, you do notice that impressed in her cheek is a backwards logo of the coaster she fell asleep on in the tavern.
Don't care. Rose is interpreting that her own way. She sees it.
The ass's smile?
Why are you looking at me like that?
Oh, no reason.
You're so
Big
pretty.
slip. Yeah.
X2.
Oh yeah. Here.
Huh?
What
And then
did
a
you-
giant mountain of scrambled eggs appear in front of you.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Do you remember last night? Did anything fun happen?
Yeah, we went out. You know, threw some axes. I kicked your ass, by the way.
Well, just barely.
Mm.
Like skin of your teeth kind of one.
All right. To be fair to you, you did a pretty good job, but I still won. So
I mean, you did. So, congratulations to you.
thanks. I didn't win anything.
I think
I'll
you
have to
won
talk to
pride.
Oriana about that.
The respect of the axe throwing league.
Is that worth anything?
I don't know. You have my respect. Is that worth anything?
It's not gonna answer. She's just gonna like, start eating some.
Meanwhile,
Cole
he's like,
takes the bacon away. Is it worth anything, motherfucker?
It's like, technically you own part of my house. So it is worth the West Wing. I get it.
No, it's worth a lot.
It's all warm inside.
So, have you three been up for long?
Oh no. I don't know if hard brown liquor works well with ice wine, and I'm gonna try not to mix those two again.
Oh, I did that as well. Don't worry. Mixing, I mean.
I mean, do we have an easy day in front of us, or what's I know we gotta go to Trixie's.
I mean, I'm feeling pretty good, all things considered.
Maybe a little fresh air would do me good, and maybe some greasy street food later. God, I wish there was bubble tea in TAL'DOREI.
You know what I miss?
I would kill for a honeydew with bubbles.
I miss odors.
Oh, why'd you have to bring up Odor? I miss him too.
I mean, if we have time anytime soon, we could always go to Trina.
Oh, yeah, I was
Visit.
wondering if we had time to swing by.
At some point, I mean, we can teleport there now, right, Nagaheim?
Yes, but it takes a lot of energy out of me. And we currently have 2 crazy people on the loose that we're having to hunt.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Lest
we'll
we
pin it.
forget.
Count Agnar.
We'll
3.
pin that and do it as a little celebratory visit after we're done.
Not to rain on anyone's parade, but
But it might
You
be
know.
good for our mental health to have cinnamon buns.
We're used to the weather. No worries. Don't worry, it'll make the cinnamon buns taste all the sweeter when
plus,
we finish.
the more you run from your problems, the worse they get. Trust me,
Who
I know.
said that?
I know.
You this
wise-
entire time?
Right, let's not argue. I'm too fucking hungover for that. I do recall we have to head back to the Cobalt Reserve at some point as well.
Alright, so what's closer? The reserve or Trixie's? Maybe Trixie's.
I think it's
I think that's
Is-
the reserve.
it's the reserve actually.
The reserve
we-
is, but
Should we give Surrey a little bit more time? Have an amble towards Trixie's and then to the reserve later?
it would waste much of the morning.
Are we looking to waste much of the morning?
Give people time to wake up,
Okay,
get themselves sorted.
alright.
I feel like you're talking about me.
No, I mean, make sure Trixie's is open and
Yeah,
Sari
Trixie was
is awake.
Hitting it hard.
Trixie
Yeah, I don't-
was quite hammered. And it was quite early too. So
she was like quite unaffected
No, I had to wake her up when we walked in.
I say maybe we can find her some sort of what's
I
good
mean,
for...
is Sorry the type to get up early? He strikes me as the type to get up early.
See, he's always struck me as a night person.
Maybe he just doesn't sleep.
To be fair, I'm sure
I wouldn't be
he is
surprised.
overly prepared at all times.
I would not be
That stinks.
surprised if he just didn't sleep at all.
I mean, he likes books just like you, Nagaheim, so he's probably awake because you wake up early.
I wake up early because I am only able to meditate for 4 hours before my body naturally brings me back to full consciousness.
Oh, to obey a circadian rhythm. Ugh. Oh, right. Well, I'd say we get Trixie some sort of tomato-based drink with a pickle in it. Maybe a piece of bacon.
Just some
Bring it to
egg
her.
and hot sauce.
Oh,
That's what yeah, that
yeah.
works.
Bartender,
right?
do you make drinks to go?
There's no bartender. You guys just kind of help yourselves.
And he gets up and like goes into the position he was looking at and goes, "Why, yes, we make drinks to go. What would you like?" And he turns back and he goes, "Let's try a little bit of vodka and gin to start off with, little dash of pickle juice, some hot sauce, a raw egg, and then some tomato juice, and maybe like if you got a skewer, put a little cherry tomato on it, little piece of Havarti."
What kind of
Mix it up.
establishment do you think this is?
He says back to himself.
Yeah.
Jeez, Colt is a lot lonelier than I thought.
That
And
sounds
y'all say I'm the crazy one.
disgusting. This is why I don't drink.
I have a girlfriend. Does anyone else?
I have a functioning liver.
Oh, well. I mean, it's not for me, it's for Trixie. And he takes a big swig of it and he goes, "That'll wake her up." And he pours it all into a stein that has a lid on it. "Gabby, can I borrow this? I'll bring it back later."
Yes! This is how Gabby sounds. Her voice is going to change every time we bring this character out.
Always kind of muppety.
Yeah, it's somewhere in there.
Gabby's just like a half-orc puppet.
Yeah.
The
Her
thing
first
she
appearance is so
sounded
far
like
back,
normal
I
at
can't. I
first,
don't know
yeah.
where it is.
All right, I'll let everyone else get sorted and then walk to Trixie's.
Sounds good.
Also, Nagaheim, whenever we get a solution to help Agnar, I will be asking you to scry on him again. Is that all right?
Yes. Yes, it is. I had to check my spell list. But yes, it is fine. Keep in mind, they are able to subconsciously deflect the scrying. And anybody is. It's what it does. But keep in mind as well, I don't see anywhere around them. I just see them, so it doesn't really help
Can you
at all.
scry on an object?
I can, if I have seen it.
Like the Tyrannus?
Yes, but like I said, I will only be able to see the object. Everything else around it will be blurred out. So scrying really is
Well,
not
how would that
effective.
work for a ship? 'Cause, I mean, the ship was gone when we got back to Marquette. Chances are Agnar's on that ship, so...
Most likely, but I still cannot see anything around it. So it really is not useful in finding anyone or seeing anything.
I mean, I guess it would allow us to see if he's on the ship.
Just to be devil's advocate for a little second there. So the one time we've used scrying, well, there were a couple times, but they succeeded, unfortunately. The one time you did use it was successful on Thorndyke, and
It was successful on Rose, and you said I couldn't see anything around her. Everything was blurry, and the only thing in focus was her.
Yeah.
So even though I'm supposed to be able to see 10 feet around them, you said I could not. So
Well, there
that's
was
been the rule
nothing
we've been playing.
around her though.
I would have been able to see like parts of the camp.
Yeah, she was in like a clearing.
Because when we got to her, you said she was beside the camp. But you also said there was nothing. I couldn't make out any types of details of anything around her.
True.
And when it was Thorndyke, it was also I could see him and directly what was attached to him.
Yeah. Well,
And
that
not
time
10
we
feet
did
around
correct
him.
it, I think, because I didn't realize like it was a 10-foot kind of thing. So
Okay.
we did establish that he was in a tent with people playing a
Okay.
game. So you did know that. So it does work, and it's just unfortunate that like nothing about their particular locations and time really would have any details.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that it wouldn't work.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I
thought we
don't
were
want to like
just-
squash the idea of you never using scrying again. It's just those
That's-
particular circumstances. It was like there's really nothing to give you. No, how dare you? You put your microphone on when you cough.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, sorry. I thought we were just ruling it as just seeing the individual person. That is my fault.
No. It's very situational, is what I mean. So Thorndyke was stationary. He wasn't going anywhere, and Rose was in like a particular space where it just wouldn't given you any kind of details. But you did see what was important, that she was bound and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'd say for the ship kind of deal, for those kind of things, especially for like a ship, we could rule it like you'd see a bird's eye view.
That's what I was
Like,
thinking. So you would see like ants on the ship, but you wouldn't see like the
Yeah.
people because you have to be far enough out where you see the ship
Yeah.
and then 10 feet around it.
And so like with Rose, where it's just like open space and that's all you kind of made out, for that you would see like water, and maybe there's something you can gain from that.
Or
if
they're
it's on
at
a ship
dock.
or if they're at a dock. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to see who's on it. Okay. That's what I was also thinking. If we even see the 10 feet, I'd be so far away.
Well,
that-
it would be like perspective, especially like
Yeah.
for something like a ship. You wouldn't just be like, I see floorboard, you know, like it's, yeah.
Cool.
We'd work it out.
But we can try. But one thing, if he is able to repel it, we can always try again the next day. And the next.
I appreciate it. Oriana said that, you know, for such a long-lasting spell or curse or whatever you want to call it, there might not be any way to help him, but I don't just want to give up on that, you know?
Well, if we can remove the magic affecting him, it may take time, but there is the chance that his brain will naturally start being able to see the difference between the truth and the lies. And what is actual memory and what is forced. And that's just a thing of time.
Yeah, it sort of sounds like we can help him start, but he's gotta take it all the way.
But the nice thing, he is able to use magic. So he'll always be able to contact you.
I mean, is it anyone who wields magic who's able to do that? 'Cause-
Well, of course, but when time has done what time will do, it's not like he won't be able to find you.
yeah, if he wants to find me,
Again,
maybe he doesn't.
one of my favorite sayings is time heals all wounds. So we shall start the healing process. And we'll let time deal with the rest. Plus, what is he gonna do? Try to come after you? You could just knock him out. He's weak. Literally, he's as scrawny as I am.
I mean, he is taller than I am.
You have a dragon claw and arm.
Didn't I kill
Just bully him a
once?
little. It's fine.
What was that called? Didn't I kill him
Nothing?
once?
I don't know who
No,
I
he
killed.
killed-
It was someone on the ship. Did he?
No, he
die?
killed
oh,
himself.
he killed himself. Right.
Yeah.
I'm there. I'm keeping up. He takes a sip of his drink or of Trixie's drink. He's like, whew.
Okay,
It's
maybe I
noticeably
should.
not full now.
Yes, maybe I should carry that cult so you don't drink it all. Not. I will carry it.
Also,
I have another one. And
I feel like this might be relevant to add, but and this is in no way urgent, but if the three of you are ever up for another adventure, I will be helping Saphira find the last shard she's missing.
You having some talks with Saphira again?
Yeah.
Cool.
And I mean,
D-
I have a couple 100 years to spare.
I don't, but I am always up for a new adventure with
Yeah,
you.
same. I mean, same here. I probably have like another 100 at most, but
What's a couple of few 100 years? But
Asimar are longer lived than regular humans.
Yeah, but I'm gonna
Jason's
kill
like,
you.
wait, what day is it?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like in my mid-20s, okay? We got time.
So you and Zavira are cool now?
Well, I'm not sure I understand fully what happens, but as I regain shards, she's regaining memories and parts of her original personality, so she's not as cryptic as she used to be.
Well, that's good. And it seems like she, was fighting for love, which I can get behind.
Yeah, not just that, but also she told me she wants to believe that the reason she chose me over Thorndyke is because I didn't force her into serving me. Although, like, I've never seen her powers, her serving me anyway.
Well, she.
Weird. I'm not sure I
You guys are-
understand, but yeah, no,
I mean,
she's...
You're drunk.
Yeah, I'm hungover. Exactly.
So she respects you.
I guess, yeah, and vice versa.
It's good to hear.
Oh, look, we're Trixie's.
That you are.
Wow!
And we'll say for the heck of it, hey, it's open too. Woo!
I kicked down the door.
Jesus, why?
I opened the door.
That's better.
Hello, Trixie. How you doing this morning?
I'm good.
Oh, good. Excellent. I brought you something.
What'd you
I'll just
bring?
hand the drink to Colt.
I bought you the big salad. Here. Just in
What
case
is
you
it?
weren't
What is it?
feeling
What is it? What
tossed.
is it?
It's a
soup.
magical. It's not soup.
Oh,
It's drink.
it's
a lovely
borscht.
drink.
No.
It's not borscht. Because of cold.
Smells great.
Well, just in case you're feeling a little under the weather after last night's party, usually that helps me wake up.
Oh.
But yeah, no, okay, yeah.
It's- So nice that you brought me this.
It's good to be appreciated.
Yeah.
Wow, look at all this stuff you got.
Uh-huh. I just made those.
Cool.
I like the colors and the way it dangles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real life prop work, people.
Yeah.
Good morning.
He wanders
Trixie.
off.
So I forget why I'm gonna try
Woo!
again. Why were we visiting Trixie again?
I was here.
Because you
looking
love me. And I'm so sweet, and I'm so special, and you wish you had hair like mine because it's really cool, and all the cool kids want to be like me.
I
Can't argue
mean,
with that logic.
all the
Yeah.
cool kids don't want your tolerance to alcohol, that's for sure.
So,
I was wondering if you happen to have a scroll of remove curse,
Oh,
or
right.
could make one.
wait, hang on.
And you see her kind of hop down and scoot to the back, the beaded curtains. And you hear the flapping of pages and everything like that. She comes back eventually,
Okay. No, shit.
and she goes back again, rifles through again.
What's it called again?
Remove curse.
Remove curse. I know. I'm testing you.
Of
Finally,
course.
she comes back again, has the scroll in hand.
Okay. Scroll of remove curse.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I know what I'm doing. I'm a good salesman. All right, so that goes for 400.
Of course. No
Awesome.
problem. And
I can cover this. Actually, you gave
I
me.
mean, I can also contribute since it's mostly for me, right?
I'm learning a new spell, so I'll put 200 down.
I'll take care of the other 200.
No, here's 100. I insist. You do enough for us, Colt.
I
And I actually have money now. Let me enjoy things. Such as
take
spending.
take the whole
know?
half then. I'll allow it. Just this one time.
All right, thank
Everybody's fighting to give me money. I like this.
you. Don't get used to it. I'll be broke in, no time.
That's
again.
okay, then I'll hit up cult.
True. Can always do that. So yeah, I'll pay the extra 200.
And
The
you
other
have a scroll of remove curse.
Thank you. Scroll. Level 3.
And how's everybody else doing? Anybody else need anything? I think we did that last time, but is there anything you forgot to get that you need now? Yeah.
Can I have a smile?
No. I'm kidding. Yeah, you can.
That's it. That's all I needed. Thank you.
You want to smile too, Varia?
I'll pass. Yeah, I mean, I have this armor. I don't really need the whole lightning resistance thing anymore. Is there something else?
We
Maybe you
talked
could
about
do
that,
with
didn't
it?
we?
We did, yeah.
We did, yeah. So, I forget. Does it have any, like, extra oomph to it? Like, just as armor? I know it's got the resistance and all that. And then you can, like, back if it happens. But is there anything else to it? Or is it just, like,
That's just
normal
it.
armor?
Yeah, it's
That was
just
it?
a regular breastplate. Otherwise,
Huh. Oh, I mean, you got a breastplate.
yeah, can you
Unless
add
you
some
want to
extra
trade it for,
oomph
like,
to it?
money.
Or-
Well, no, because then
oh.
I'd have to disenchant. And, like we said
Do you-
before, it's probably better to, like,
Yeah.
enchant something all over again.
Okay.
More
Cool.
cost effective.
Huh. I mean, I might go for that actually,
Okay.
if I can just, tank hits better than.
What does
Because
that mean?
well, just kind of like when you get hit, instead of going like you just go like
Urgh. Okay,
yeah. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm still slightly hungover,
I got it. I know what you mean.
but I did get over my fear of lightning thanks to this. So I do really appreciate it. It's just I'm kind of
She
like
doesn't
over
even
that.
wait. She just runs around the corner and like just like leaps onto you, so her arms around the waist, and she's got her little tiny legs around like your hip joints, just like squeezing you as tight as she could. Crotch hug.
Colt leans over to Rose. We're like, is that like a normal thing when people like beat a phobia? Were we supposed to hug her?
No one's stopping you.
I mean, Very's
I
not
think
a
Veery
hard-
is stopping us.
I didn't think. Did you think she wanted to hug? She's not really the hugging type.
I don't know. Is it done? It's like, when you
Oh,
get like
maybe
a new
maybe
service.
let's join in, and then Rose
okay.
awkwardly joins on. That. Is this okay? Very.
It's a little awkward, not gonna lie, because I mean,
Very
you've
proud of
known.
you. You've done such a good job.
Rose will reach for Very's forehead and give her a very awkward. Mwah. Proud of you.
Okay.
It's at this point, Viri, I'm gonna make you do a low DC perception check, please.
Oh, 18!
18.
That was such a happy noise.
You didn't notice it at first, and because it wasn't until like halfway into like the group hug, but you do see that when Trixie starts to like slide down, you feel her hands just kind of go over like the hump, and she's like, "Oh shit!" Just for a brief moment, she's like, "Oh damn."
I do squats.
Yeah, like 100 a day.
But eventually, Trixie does lower herself down, and she kind of walks away like,
It's just a proud moment. That's all. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm touched. This touches you as much. We don't know each other that well, so I appreciate it.
All right then.
But yeah, I
Well-
mean, I can do this thing where I absorb elemental attacks now. I think it's thanks to Saphira.
Ooh.
So yeah, having armor that isn't as useful anymore. So
Well, it was good for the time.
yeah, for sure. I have had it for a while now. So
Mhm.
yeah, if you can come up with something, I'm definitely willing to pay for it.
Well, okay. Well, put some thought into it yourself. Like, think about where you want to go and what you might come up against, and maybe we'll try and work something out so that it kind of complements the new you.
Anything that would improve
All right.
ability checks.
I can't work miracles.
Use me.
You said with love.
All right.
Trixie?
Huh.
Do you happen to have any items that could potentially store a spell in it for later use?
Not off the top of my head, no. Wait, oh! I give, codes. You have the, oh no, that's not spells. That's just
No,
stuff.
it's like any like slides out a piece of bacon. Bacon?
Yeah!
Oh, there you go. It's where I keep my featherfall gun.
Oh, that's clever.
It's always handy in case one is plummeting to their doom.
Exactly, that is the purpose. Not to jump off buildings. No, that's bad. Shouldn't do that, Trixie. Anyway, not off the top of my head. No, I don't have one of those. I'll keep my eye out.
Do you have anything else you would like us to try out? A la rock feather?
Ha! Nothing strange has come through in a little while. Wait, hold on. Give me a second here. What did I do? I thought you were swatting a fly there. I'm like, oh,
Rubbing my greedy little hands together.
there you go. I don't even know where I stashed all those things. This is the entertainment people came for.
More shopping.
Oh, there it is. Okay. So there was that. No, not really, no. Everything else was kind of hunky-dory.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm sure we'll be back.
And you know I get the
And,
craziest shit in here sometimes, so.
We'll check in. Absolutely. We didn't really get a chance to use the rock feather to its like full potential, but it does work.
That's good to know.
There was some crazy things I was going to try with it.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Well, I was going to use it as almost like a cover for when we were in a fight, and then I kind of felt bad because the rock didn't do anything to anybody, and kind of using it as like a meat shield didn't feel right at the time.
Oh, that's good of you.
And, well, we tried to fly out of a different plane of existence, and that didn't really work because it just brought us to a
Oh.
different plane. Yeah, it was the opportunity never really arose to just get on it and just fly away.
So when you say this thing works,
It comes out and it's there and it
Oh,
flies.
okay. That wasn't a very positive review. We tried to use it to fly and it didn't work. Well, okay. I'm
Well,
kidding. I know what you mean.
You could slip. I mean, I tell it like it is.
Yeah,
Known for my honesty.
absolutely. Mm-hmm.
And my ability to not be able to lie very well. Anyhow, so we'll get going, but give us some mugs.
She leaps over the counter, like she kind of tumbles and jumps right at you. So you have to, yeah, exactly.
Catch her like a football.
Exactly. Don't spike her. You never know.
Hover hands.
So, everything's good at Trixie's. Where to now,
Yeah,
guys?
I mean, I would be, because just to make things clear,
Mhm.
I would probably be looking into like getting a breastplate, like +1 or +2, but that might be too expensive for me. So
If you want to check back a little later, maybe the next day or something like that, I can price it out for you, or like in game.
Mhm.
There you go.
yeah, no problem.
But it'll give you something.
But yeah,
that's
I
kinda
would. I
worth-
just wanted to like make it clear that that's what
Oh.
I'm looking for. I'm mostly looking for an AC boost
I was with you. Don't worry.
since I'm mostly a melee warlock.
I'm just
so-
trying to act the character is aloof. Awesome sauce. All right, where to now, guys?
The Cobalt Reserve, I believe.
Amazing.
Yeah, Karen 3 should be up, hopefully.
You never know.
'Cause
Maybe he's a
that's-
night
in
person.
My mind,
Maybe he's an owl.
he is a night person.
He's
am
an
I
owl.
right?
He just sleeps with his eyes open, like.
Yeah. Yeah, all the viewers just left because that was horrifying to look at.
It's eternally creepy.
Yeah. But eventually, you guys head on over to the Cobalt Reserve. Xenosh, once again, is at the helm, but he kind of knows why you guys are actually there. And he just gives you a proper nod before heading back to let Kiran Sari know that you guys have arrived.
Oh, well, I guess he's ready to speak to us then.
Maybe, maybe not. But you
Okay.
guys are, it's like 50-50 chance. Usually whenever you guys pop up, it's always like that business, not that business, you know. But yeah, after a few minutes of just waiting around, he leads you into the western wing where the Cobalt Soul is at. Heading over to where the long-standing table is, you see that there is coffee and little treats of such, little Triscuits and crackers, whatever you like. I'll get you guys to make, whoever wants to, a history check at this point.
Ooh.
History or insight, whichever one is better for you.
Insight.
24.
Surprise. 4.
I'm gonna do insight as well.
Sure.
24
Well, this is
for
okay.
history.
This is okay because out of the two
Nagheim
of you,
and I.
both Nagheim and Cult would know about more so about presentation and like the word is escaping me, so we'll just move on. But essentially what you kind of pick up on is that it's probably Xenosh that is putting out this spread every time you guys come out here. That's all.
Oh, Zenosh, that's very sweet. Have we gotten this spread before?
Yeah, every time you guys come in here, there's usually like beverages and like little snacky kind of things at the table waiting for you.
Oh, thank you, Zenosh. Fantasy Triscuits,
Mhm.
lovely.
Well, probably wheat thins because they're better. You heard it here first, folks.
Accurate.
I like
agree.
wheat thins.
I,
Yeah.
I do love a wheat thin.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm a wheat thin girl.
Yeah, those low fat ones where it's like reduced fat or whatever. Yum, nom, 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 nom.
Ooh.
Eat them in one sitting, man. Anyway, so from the Cobalt Reserve, we are at the Cobalt Soul. Doo-doo-doo-doo. And before long, from the back corner, walking in, looking just as impeccable as he always does, is Kiran Sari.
Good morning, everyone. I trust that you have had a good day, evening. How long has it been?
Yeah. Yeah, very good evening.
Yep, we got to enjoy some of the sights of the city. Time with friends.
That is good. A reminder of what we fight for. Now then, to business. I have been in contact with an old acquaintance of mine, who I believe would have insight in regards to these pages, and if there is any meaning to take from them. But as with most things of importance, there is a need of secrecy. It's not as simple as a mere conversation. Firstly, the issue at hand is location. I am asking you to travel to the archipelago known as Frostbogen, near the continent of Isocross. I have reached out to someone who may have insight into these writings. Most information concerning the age and territory from where this page may have originated is heavily guarded or lost to time. Not only by those who still reside there, but the land itself seems to want to keep its history lost. Traveling there will be a challenge in itself, but an even greater task is convincing those you are seeking to share their wisdom. They do not trust most who reach their shores. The desire for power is more prevalent than the desire for knowledge. The last known expedition to this location was executed by over 100 members of what is called the Cerberus Assembly. They are a collection of arcanists with some political ties to the Dwendalian Empire, and have been a persistent presence in their history for quite some time, for better or worse. During their expedition to Frostbogen, while there is no confirmation that they reached its shores, not a single member of that expedition returned home. Make no mistake that you are not a guest on these lands. Beseech them with respect, whether you feel it is deserved or not. And do not take more than what is necessary. Is that understood?
That seems very simple, yeah?
Good. Now then, reaching their shores is no simple task. And seeing as how our lack of information regarding the Dionysus followers and their ambitions is limited, we do not know what our timeline is to take necessary action. Knowing this, I encourage you to make this journey with haste. I would strongly suggest that you make use of the arcane means of travel within the West Hall Academy. They would have means to transport you safely and immediately to Bizas Til, which is one such location that will still take on expeditions to the continent of Isocross.
And And for a quick moment, we're going to jump to the world map here.
I was just about to Google that.
Yep, I got you covered. So if you see Wildmount, you'll see at the far eastern side, the continent of Wildmount is kind of like Europe and Asia.
Mhm.
At the very top, that white frozen land,
Yeah.
that's Eiselcross. And the southwesternmost archipelago, that's where you guys will be heading. But what Kiran Sari is asking,
Frostbogen. Yeah.
yeah, Frostbogen. So that's the destination. But to get there, you will probably have to travel across the water. So it's not as simple as zip zip in there by magic. And if
So
you
we'll be going to.
yeah, if you look where it says Wildmount, and then just down to the right, bottom right, it says Dwendalian Empire. If you look just north of the word Empire,
Till.
yep.
Okay, I see it now.
So he's saying
I-
use teleportation from West Hall Academy to go there. Get someone to get you a ride across to there.
And where's West Hall Academy?
We'll get to that in a second. Ask me again in a couple of seconds, okay?
Now, while I recognize that you have the skills required to achieve similar transportation, the growing concern I have for this issue warrants caution, and I would advise you to make use of options that do not allow for chance going forward. Seeing as none of you have been to this particular continent, and direct travel to Eiselcross through arcane means is nigh impossible, this seems the safest route for you all. And it would be wise to make yourselves known to other factions of power. One never knows when the need for friends will arise. Speak with the West Hall Academy. Make for the city of Till and the continent of Wildmount. Secure arrangements to cross the waters to Eiselcross, and contact me once you have, and I shall inform my friend of your approach.
So where's West Hall Academy exactly?
Well, let me try and work my system here so I actually pick the right voice before I start speaking.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I'm a dumbass.
You are in luck. The West Hall Academy is just east of the Cobalt Reserve.
Oh.
Well,
If you look out outdoors, you will see a great telescope. That is the observatory that is attached to the West Hall Academy. And I will say, be gracious enough to let them know that I have sent you. But I will be honest and say, that does not guarantee cooperation.
Do they have an issue with the Cobalt Reserve or the Cobalt Soul? Is that?
Many mages are very particular as to who they help and who they do not.
Would there be maybe a donation to the academy be in order?
I don't believe that will be necessary.
Well, it's a
And
good thing we have a talented wizard with us.
this is true.
Talking about you, Nagaheim. Don't look all confused.
no, I've never been there. They don't know me.
Yeah, but they might respect a fellow mage.
An intellect?
I guess we shall see.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say one thing that may excite you, cult. It appears we're all going to need some winter clothing.
We don't get a whole lot of winter in Singorn. We might have to go shopping here.
I do not know why I did the happy dance, but I did.
Oh, Kieran Suri's
Kieran
a
Sari is a
night guy.
fashionista.
He's a night guy for sure, night owl.
Alright, well, I mean, Mr. Story said as much that we should make haste. So, do we want to do that today? I would like to go back to Trixie and see if she has armor better suited for my needs in that case.
Tell you right
Yeah,
now,
how
it probably wouldn't be available right away.
I know, but it's like
You could put in the order. I'll say that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can message her instead of going all the way back as well.
Yeah, we can take off now. Like, what's Boyce's till like? What are we to expect there? We're going to wild about you guys. The Dwendalian Empire.
Isn't the Dwendalian Empire where your father's well, I don't want to say his army, but wasn't that where he was meant to be stationed?
Theoretically, yes. I don't know.
Yeah, what's the Empire like? I hardly know TAL'DOREI. And I've never been to Wild Mountain except for those ports of call.
I've only read
when we were
a
on the
little
way
bit
to
about
the-
it,
yeah.
so I'm just not too sure what to expect. I mean, we could just jump in both feet forward. We tend to do that. Well, we also go to the library a lot, so.
Well,
Is Kieran Suri thinking?
Kieran Suri is just reading.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think first we do need to make sure we have appropriate clothing for the weather.
Which is actually why I asked about Barces Till. If we're to sort of ingratiate ourselves, it might be a good idea to dress as the people dress, rather than go in looking all foreign.
Well,
I don't know. It's funny. I've been dealing pretty well with the cold in general.
Singorn doesn't really get a full winter, not a lot of snow, so
I mean, I'm talking,
She's
like
trying to
that.
rub it in your face. Yeah.
Meanwhile, we know who experiences the coldest winters. Which I am so sick of right now. I'm fucking dying. I hate it so much. I'm so cold all the time.
So I will say that if you look at where Bises Till, we're all going to say this word weirdly at some point. Bises Till, it's a weird spelled name.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bices.
Yeah. All of those. Where that's located, it is like in a frozen wasteland kind of thing. But it is a city at the same time. So I'd say, if anything, you're probably not going to spend too much time there because you're just looking for transport and then out. So I would say don't concentrate too much on fashion statements for Bices Till. Really plan for Eiselcross though, because that is Antarctica.
No. Can we purchase, like they're an outfitters in Bison?
There. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's all I wanted to know.
I misunderstood. My
Oh.
bad.
I hope they have robes, because I need to be able to have my movements.
If you want, we can take some time and you can get them here. If you're not willing to go in half-cocked like I obviously like to do. I just really want to see what the fashion's like. I bet everything's like trimmed in fur.
I mean, it is.
Deerskin,
Suede. Oh, I'd look so good in suede.
Is this Chuck or is this Cult?
You know what? Not gonna lie, a little bit of both.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Well, we can head there now, and I can just ask Trixie for the armor, and then I can come and pick it up once we're back.
Wearing suede.
Well played. All right, so
All right.
where are you guys going?
Should we try to get something warm first, or should we just go there and hope?
I think that's what you were saying before, right, Cult? That you'll get the gear like when you finally land?
Yeah, the gear, cold weather gear is usually better when you get it in cold weather or very close to where you're going.
Yeah.
Like a
I
North
mean,
Face
they're
jacket.
the ones who are the best positioned to know what kind of gear we need.
So here's another thing then.
now.
Check your pockets. Does everybody have money for new gear?
Oh, we're not traveling on the Cobalt Soul Dime?
Well, I'm just asking for when you go there.
I've got 2,200
Okay, you should be good.
monies. That's not terrible.
I've
I
got
don't know what-
2,100. So.
Yeah, just as long as no one's like at 50 gold or something like that. I think we should be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 5k.
Big roller. Look at your strut.
I don't need to buy paper, and there is nothing for me to spend money on except for scrolls.
All right,
sometimes.
and I guess I can take on like Slayers take quests to pay for my armor when we're back.
Depending on
much do
how
you
much
need
it is.
for
Depending on-
armor?
yeah. I don't know.
TBD.
Yeah.
Well, if you need gold, I can lend you some. I have a lot.
I mean, let's cross that. What's the expression?
Cross
Bridge.
the bridge.
Cross that bridge once we're there.
Like, I have over 3,000 gold pieces. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all that.
Well, we'll figure it out.
We'll see.
Maybe
I'll,
we'll find some treasure. What are we looking for again? Chuck's asking that actually. What are we going? We're going to find Rose's ex-wife.
Oh,
Where are we going?
That's fine.
What
No.
are we
Oh, it's it's the pieces of parchment we found
Yeah.
in the abandoned camp.
which Kiran
Like,
Sari does
Sari
get back
has, yeah. No,
Okay.
he has a connection, I believe, who's able to like identify where those what those mean and where they're from.
to you. Because essentially you guys have a scrap of parchment that's virtually ruined, but it does have like an archaic diagram on there of like some sort of shape and like notations, but they're in like a language, and what they signify, there's no matching up to it. The other part was that you did have, from Nagheim's knowledge, you do have a little kind of shred of something that looks to show a couple of vestiges of divergence.
I remember that. Okay.
Yeah. So if there is some sort of connection there, maybe they'll have the answers. If not, at least you know that the one page with the diagram, the scripture, even though you don't know what it's supposed to be signifying, is written in Aeorian text. And that is Isle Cross.
Okay.
It's pretty much we're trying to figure out what she's doing, what she's after, and how to stop her.
Mhm.
So that way we don't just try to do a wild goose chase.
What was it? Montana Jones? I remember reading stories about what Montana Jones was doing.
Sorry, I
Alright.
don't read like made up stories. I tend to stick to facts.
It's not made up. It's real.
I can promise you it is.
In our hearts.
Well, maybe reading a bit of fiction might help you loosen up a bit, Nagheim.
I get a lot of ideas from the fiction I've read.
Yeah,
That's
I
coming
can-
from
I
you,
can-
Viria. Maybe
Yeah, I
if you
read books.
smiled more, you'd loosen up.
It seems like there's a lot of judgment coming from over there, and Rose points at Nagaheim.
I'm not the one with a murderous ex-wife.
Again, judgment.
Ooh.
Yeah, and
Do we need to have a little
Proving
sit
my-
down?
proving my point.
Karen
Okay.
Sari is just sitting at the table sipping tea, watching this all go down.
If you have anything you'd like to get off your chest before we go on this crazy big adventure, maybe we should talk about this.
It's all been brought off my chest constantly.
Well, I don't think so because you've been making side comments all morning.
I've been making side comments pretty
Well,
much
why are you
since we've
making
met
side?
each other.
Why have you? I just feel like lately it's been like off the thing, and it's just getting off my nerves. Like, okay, fine, my ex-wife's a murderer. It's not something I did. Does that need to be pointed out all the time? I already feel bad about it.
I don't feel like I have anything to add. That's going.
Well, maybe
to...
sorry.
I've
And then Rose just
apologized.
gets up. Rose just gets up and walks away.
I've apologized for the times I have overstepped, but it is time to start taking things seriously. It's not all happy-go-fun times at an orgy.
Well, Rose was like crucified and almost died. Do you think she's not taking this seriously?
Well, the
It's-
fact that she still refuses to talk to us about things, and we had to pry every ounce of information from her. As if she
Obviously
doesn't
not a
trust
very
us.
comfortable topic for her. Even
No,
if she does trust
It's
us.
not. It's not like it's a very comfortable topic, knowing that, you know, I've murdered all of my people.
Sometimes when you have like a locked chest of stone, all the hammers and pickaxes can't break through it, but sometimes you can tease that lock open. You don't have to be hard about it.
Well, when she's actually able to talk to people instead of always deflecting, I'll be softer. But until she learns that she can trust people with information,
It's you're always on the offensive, so she's always on the defensive. That is a back and forth that has not. Is Harry doing a little dance?
yeah,
Oh
he is.
Then it's always going to be that way. It's if you're not changing your approach. Isn't that like the definition of insanity?
And I
Just trying
mean,
the same thing over and over.
here's
again,
the
getting
thing,
same
you're
results.
talking about her not opening up about, but aren't we going, like, don't we have a lead we're following right now to get
Yeah,
deal
we're
with this
literally
shit?
about to go on an adventure. We know
That's-
so
that's-
And
much.
we
more.
we all know that if she had any say in it, we would not be. We would be pretending it does not exist.
No, I don't believe that.
Neither do I, to be
If
frank.
it wasn't for the hard evidence, we know she would not say anything and have kept everything to herself.
We
Shit.
wouldn't, I'm not following because the reason why we're going on this thing, on this journey to Islecross is because she trusted us with some more information, no?
Yeah, she
Because we pushed
just
for
walk
it.
away. She can walk away from this at any point, and has she? No, she
I
hasn't.
think because she doesn't want to be alone. And I don't want to lose her. I don't want to lose any of you.
Well, if you keep
But
pushing this way, you will lose her. You do understand
if
that.
somebody is unwilling to be open,
She's
Interesting.
been open with some of us who aren't attacking her.
I was patient constantly.
Wow, then I've just...
Before I started to push. And she still always shut it down. Even after she has seen me at my worst, she still never trusted with a simple... It was only after she was forced to even tell us.
Enough!
When
Ooh. Oh yeah, Karen Cerie's here.
Oh, fuck.
Lives are at stake. Give your heads a shake. This pettiness is beneath all of you. You are supposed to trust each other. Leave this bickering behind. I have given you my trust, and it is faltering hearing your bickering. Enough!
He's right. We've been through this before. So, I mean, I'm gonna go and help Rose, and Nihheim, you're free to stay behind if you don't feel like Rose deserves your trust anymore, but whatever.
Cultivarius, a moment of your time.
Yes, sir. You got it. Sweat.
And as the rest of you leave the room, and Cult and Kiran Sari are left alone together, we're gonna go to a bathroom break. Where's that oilet? Where's that oilet?
Oh my god! I'm so nervous to be alone with Karen Suri. I forgot the toilet because I'm gonna pee my little pants.
All right, so we're gonna take a quick little break, 10-15 minutes. We're gonna be jumping back into the story. Stick around. In the meantime, during our break, you are going to see the lovely emojis that Nicolanora has provided for our subscribers, and you're gonna get to see the lovely art created by Chuck Monty. And see you in a little bit. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the new people in the chat. I've seen a couple of new names kind of pop up here and there. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Yay!
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Hydrate.
Carlo and Audrey.
White Elfers here, and they want us to Hi, Audrey.
I will
Audrey was my
definitely-
grandmother's name.
Hi,
It's
White.
a great name.
White
I
was
will
nice
gladly
enough to
drink
pop into my my chat one day. What was I playing? Dead Space?
Elden
Yeah.
Ring. Oh, no.
Oh, that
never mind.
too. That too. Yeah.
The bullshit.
All the
Yeah, it was
fun
the
bullshit.
Dead Space one when I was able to pop in
Mhm.
because you always fucking stream when I work.
You think I don't do that on purpose? No.
How dare.
Well, to
Think
be
I
fair,
care.
I'm the bigger dick because I still haven't like been there for any of your streams. So
It's fine.
I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out. Anyway, back to the task at hand. We are in the Cobalt Soul, where darling Archibald Cultivarius Esquire has been called to speak with teacher.
Oh no, principal.
Get
And as you stand there, a little curious as to what could possibly be the topic of conversation, you see your friends just look behind them as they exit through the door, leaving you in this very open and empty space with a very imposing figure. He motions for you to sit at the far end of the table with him.
He sits, hands politely folded in his lap.
Karansari sits, crosses his legs, and leans forward to look you right in the face.
This is an issue that must be resolved. The two people with most to contribute to this adventure are at odds.
To be honest, I thought we'd finished this business. But apparently there's a...
It has
Still-
festered.
Yes, I guess so, but I mean... Nankheim is a strong personality, and they're like a pit bull when they get a scent in their nose. They rarely will give it up, despite how many... I feel like it might have been a failure on my part had I not listened close enough, had I dismissed them too quickly. But, I don't know, this approach is not working for the party.
And what they say of Miss Rose, does that speak true?
She does withhold a bit, but not in my experience with her personally. With our one-on-ones, I feel she does open up a little bit, but I don't ask for it. I don't demand it of her. That's her choice and her level of comfort. I feel like I've treated Nagheim the same, as well as Viria's. I'll nudge, but I won't push.
The heart and mind are not one and the same, and both are equally unpredictable, as we are seeing with these two individuals. But I warn you, fix this before it breaks you. There is more at stake than feelings and relationships within your group. You need to make them aware of this. I did not want to mention this with Miss Rose in the room, but there is another option worth exploring. But it is far more dangerous.
I'm listening.
Young Nagheim has the ability to find individuals, yes, you could find Eri Dionysus. She is the keystone of all information. I do not wish to go this route. I wish to know more than she believes we are aware of. But that is something that may have to happen.
Like a plan B.
A plan B or the next plan after you return. I mention this for two reasons. In hopes that we don't need this plan, but also to prepare Miss Rose for such an encounter.
Yeah, it looks like all roads point to Eri Dionysus. And we're gonna have to go there sooner than later, I imagine.
You have many conversations to have amongst your friends. I won't waste any more time.
I thank you for your advice and your patience. It, I don't know if I'm greatest at this interpersonal thing, but I'll give it a go. As you said, there's obviously more important things to worry about, like what all this vestige business means and what the cult of Dionysus is actually doing. I'm not gonna be scared though.
Good.
That is a lie.
I guessed as much.
Yeah.
But, as I also said to young Nagheim, upon your return to the Cobalt Soul, you and the Oddities will be having a discussion with me, both of what you have found and another matter that I have been pondering for some time now. So, go about your business, complete your task, and come home safe.
Oh, you're gonna let that just hang there? Okay. Another matter. Don't want to clue in a guy about it? What that might be?
You have more important things to attend to, Cultivarius.
Right. Focus. I'll focus. Cheers. Safe travels to us, and whatever you do. Are you a night person or a day person? Do you get up early in the morning?
I am going to go now.
Okay.
He slowly gets up and walks out.
Just backs out of the room. Oh no, I'm caught on my bar.
No, don't do that. You'll tear your pants.
It's just a cooler bag. All right, and Cult's going to walk out after stealing a wheat thin.
Wheat thins for the win! Point of inspiration. No. All right. Where to now, guys? Since we are back in Western, boop.
I finished my wheat thin.
Well, when Rose left earlier, she went to the counter and I don't remember the name of the person who was at the counter.
Zenosh.
Zenosh. Sorry, I had a blank.
Dare you?
I knew. Do you know sometimes when you have a brain fart? Thank you.
No. No, what? No. Stop looking at me. What? No.
Anyway, so Rose, you will find Rose with Zenosh in their boat. Zenosh is showing her, those books that open up, and they're looking at those together.
And so this one shows you in great detail, like different positions and such. You can hold on to your partner's legs and your legs go around their head and everything. And if you pull this little ripcord on the side here, you see that it smashes right into their face. It's very educational.
Let it be known, this is a book that Xenosh picked out to show to Rose. Rose
It
did not
is,
request
yes.
that book.
It's very educational. The back pages have Dragonborn things.
Oh,
Cloacas.
that's
Yes, a cloaca. Hello, Cultivar. Yes, and cloaca
Hi.
to you too.
Wow, that's a
Very detailed.
happy dong day to you as well.
Yes, look, it moves.
Oh wow, that's explicit.
Yes, there's quite an amount of detail in this pop-up book. You'd think it was for children, but thankfully we keep it on the top shelf.
oh no, I don't think the children should see that.
Not yet, no.
Maybe not all even adults should see that.
Well, it's an acquired taste, I must admit.
Yep, yep. Where's Nagheim at this
Not looking at that book.
moment? Nagheim, Rose, Spiria? Xenos, we gotta go. It's always great to see you, mate. And enjoy your little smut book. Erotic art.
He just
I
puts
mean,
it on
I
the
wanted. Can
top
I?
of like
can
13.
Because I finished my last novel. Can I check out one if we're gonna be traveling far? Just 30 seconds, and I'll check out a new novel for myself as well.
Sure.
Because I read.
Make an investigation check.
I want to read Swords and Shields by Varric Tetris, and that is a natural one again.
You unfortunately, you grab a book that by its cover looks like something just unearthly, like just gnarly, like the eye of God is staring back at you, and it's just a detailing of like flower spores. So, yeah. Good luck. Anyway.
I mean, I guess I can pawn this off to Nagheim. It's fine.
Once I've gathered everyone outside, I sort of like beckon them to like the corner of the building so it's not a lot of passers-by. Oh, poor Sansan with their little cough.
It's fine.
Got some sickies recovering, everybody. Show them some love. So that was intense. Kira and Suri yelling at us like little school children, and I'm a little embarrassed. No, I mean, just because we've danced around this pole before, and he's right in the sense that it's got to stop. And I'm not your parent. I'm not really the leader, but he chose me to say this stuff, and I don't really know where to go. It's there's more important things we gotta worry about right now, and if you guys aren't getting along, it's gonna make it all the harder to make hard decisions when our lives are at stake.
I understand, Colm. I'm sorry for. I guess this could have waited when we were in an inn or something. But Nagheim, I just feel like you're keeping a list of things or say that I do that are not to your liking, and you keep bringing these things up, and it's so irritating, and that needs to stop. And it can't. I can't. You know.
I apologize.
I feel like you have a list of things that you don't like about me.
I apologize for if that is what it comes off as and how I have made you feel. However, I've only brought up the same thing. So it would be a list of one. But ever since I have had to make a decision that has haunted me and still haunts me every time I rest, and have had no time to process it or anyone to process it with, I have become more emotionally detached from everybody to prevent any hatred or ill feelings. I try to look at things from a sense of logic and not emotions, and I am sorry that it has come across as hate.
Well, these are fair points, and I think it would be prudent. I mean, I don't know what the hell to say at this point, you guys. It's just, it's Nagheim, you can't.
Here's the way I see it, if I may intervene.
Colt's like desperately, yes, please.
Nagaheim, had you been this pushy about my own personal history a few months ago, back when we first met, I probably would have left you three. And Rose, we've been through a lot. It's been a while. So, I do understand where Nagheim is coming from, in the sense that you also have to trust us. And that we're not judging you for what happened with your wife.
But I feel judged by Nagaheim, that's what I'm saying. And I've told you all everything. I'm not hiding anything. So when this comes up that I'm hiding and I'm mysterious and I'm withholding, I don't know what you all mean. Because I'm not hiding anything. There's no more secrets for me to tell. Besides maybe my underwear, which today is...
You forgot underwear.
I'm not wearing any. This is today's secret. I don't know what more I can tell you. I've told you everything. So when things like that are said, I wonder what more do you want from me?
This is not wrong, Nagheim. Why is this a sticking point with you?
All I know
Genuinely.
about the situation is your wife tried to kill you back then, and that you have connections to she has connections to the Chained Oblivion. Is that all there is to know?
Yeah.
Make an insight check. Nagheim.
Me. I tried to kill my wife, not she tried to kill me, by the way.
Well, she
She tried
did.
to kill you at the
Yeah.
camp when we found you.
She
Not
was gonna
20,
do
so
bad
28.
things. Whoa.
Whoa!
Rose is being 100% times 10 with the little multiplier thing honest.
So that is it.
That is it.
That is good to know.
Do you not trust us, Nagheim? Because I feel like part of you's been projecting onto Rose.
To be fair, I was pushy with you. But you had opened up to me before you demanded of it, before it was necessary, before we found you almost as a corpse. So I was able to trust. But as I said, ever since I've had to kill my people, I have been emotionally detached from all of you. To try not to create a resentment, because every time any of you have been upset, everybody jumps to protect. But every time I am upset, I am met with walls. So I've had to deal with murdering hundreds, if not thousands of people alone.
Nagheim, you said that it was a necessity.
Necessities still hurt.
All pretty emotional folk. Well, and he kind of like gives a side eye to Viria, although we can still see it. You know, we know you're big, hard, mean, but we can see you breaking. Nagheim, your logic has made us believe that you're doing okay.
That was
Maybe if it
always
was
the
a
goal.
little, maybe if we could see it a little bit more easier, we'd know how to react better. And honestly, I am so sorry. I have nightmares about all those people dying. I have nightmares about everything. All the time. It's a lot to carry on your shoulders, and I'm sorry you're doing it alone.
It is something I have to carry.
Can't you trust us to help you carry it?
I don't know.
Can you try?
Most likely not now.
We're about to do something really important. Bigger than all of us, bigger than our individual lives and stories and histories.
What we've been doing for a while.
Yeah. I know you'll be there for me. I feel it in my heart, in my bones, and my brain. However silly it might be. I know. I know Rose is going to be there for me. I know Viri is going to be there for me. And guess what? I'm going to be there for you.
That has been the dice I've been rolling every time we have gone into combat.
But luckily, I worship the god of luck. She knows a little something about dice. And he holds out his hand.
And Albert lands on it.
Puts Albert on his shoulder. Wipes it.
But rather not. Not right now. But we have some mages to talk to.
Alright. Let's go. Slightly disappointed. Not slightly disappointed. Very disappointed. Colt will turn and walk a little sullenly towards West Hall. West
Yeah.
Hall. No,
Nice. What's the name of the librarian? I don't fucking know. What's the location you just learned 2 seconds ago? West Hall Academy.
Sorry.
No, I love you. All right. So, with that, walking up the stone stairs to the front entrance of the West Hall Academy, you can't help but feel a little unimpressed by the simple structure of the building itself. 4 walls and a roof of this 2-story building seems rather plain for what arcane knowledge might lie within. But entering through the double doors, the interior is just as puzzling. Within the central hall, you only find a wide open expanse where a checkered marble floor leads to a number of doorways and a lone desk that sits in the middle of the room. High above is a simple skylight where it seems the only specific design choice was made. The light shining down from above perfectly highlights the center of the room, where an individual seems to be hard at work. Anyone who would like to can make a perception check.
9.
Hey,
+7 in perception now.
that's our Veery.
Yeah.
At 20.
20. All right. So, both Nagheim and Cult notice that you see around the space that there are a total of 9 different doors of different shapes, different sizes, and somewhat different colors. If anyone is proficient, they can make an Arcana check.
So, when are we gonna fight? Like, can I feel useful again?
No, you stay unuseful. You notice that above each doorway, embedded into the stone, is a placard that has writing across it. But each doorway is a different language, or, if not a language, different runes. And each of them have a tiny glow of the arcane within them. And currently, you can't read any of the writing.
Is this are we supposed to be able to enter through here? Anyone?
I mean,
Maybe
what
we
are we
should-
looking at?
Go up to the table,
Mm.
see if there's a bell of sorts, or maybe it is enchanted to notify people when others have approached it. I'm going to approach the table.
Okay. So you see, seated behind a tall, intricately designed wooden desk in the middle of this open circular space, a younger-looking halfling woman, excitedly scribbling away with her quill on some giant open-faced book. Her hair parted down the middle and tied up in 2 sun-kissed fun buns on either side of her head, sitting just above her slightly protruding ears. As she focuses from one tome back to her notation, her oversized glasses slowly run down the length of her short little nose before she pushes them back up again with annoyance.
Excuse me.
Oh, hello.
Morning. We have been sent by the Kobold Soul. We have been told that there's a potential to find transportation to... How do you say it again? Bassetstone? Yeah, Bassetstone?
Oh, Bassetstone, yes. I know it as Bisatil, but, you know, to each their own. So, if it's transportation, that would be, I would believe... Different vocations... I think you would want to talk to Professor Novi Kurthes. She would be the Professor of Conjuration, just on the 3rd door to your left here. I think she's in the classroom. Classes are out currently, but if you go in there and she's not there, please come back and I will put out a message, see if we can find her for you.
Thank you so much. And could I grab her name again? Sorry.
Yes, it's Novi Kurthes.
And I will spell that for you. Novai. That's her first name.
Mhm.
Last name CIR
Mhm.
THIZE. And she is Professor of Conjuration.
one letter off on her last name.
Yeah, sure you are.
I'm kidding. You're brilliant. Don't you forget it. All right.
Yeah. Thank you. And we'll head off.
Okay. So, you count from left to right, 1, 2, 3, and entering through the third doorway marked Conjuration, you feel a slight tug somewhere behind your navel, similar to how you feel when teleporting into the city itself. And before you contemplate that too long, your eyes take in the wonder and splendor you see within this new space. There are rows of desks along either side of you that lead out from where you stand in half-circle arrangements. At the far end of the hall is a raised platform where a dais sits on its left and a simple wooden desk on its right. Most of the far wall's surface seems to be made of black slate. Extending on either side of the far wall are inlaid bookcases and locked cabinets where you can see a number of stacked parchments, rolled scrolls, and tomes encased within. But the true wonder of the room sits above you all. An enormous device of some kind seems to hang down from the center of the ceiling. Each metallic finger extending from the center holds a large, transparent oval of glass. The entire arrangement slowly revolves and shifts, and when the light within the room refracts off of one of the panes of glass, you see flashes of imagery within. Transparent and undefined, and it only seems to appear with the presence of light. Bringing your attention to the task at hand, you look around the space to see if anyone is in the room with you. And there, off in the right corner, you see a single individual organizing the contents of one cabinet in question. With their back turned to you, you cannot ascertain their features, aside from a long train of pure white hair that falls across the shoulders into across a long flowing red robe. As they reach out to shuffle some pages within the cabinet, you can see the side profile of their elvish ears and their dark gray skin.
Of course, as I'm unmuting. Excuse me, Professor.
Yes, hello.
Hello. My name is Nagheim, and myself and my friends have been sent from the Cobalt Soul to potentially request transportation.
Oh?
We are being sent on a mission towards... I just said it and I forgot the name again.
Still.
Fisestill? Oh, I hate this name.
I refer to it as Bizastilala, but you call it as is.
I feel it is one of those places that the name will never truly be the same.
Quite.
But yes, we are trying to get there in a timely fashion.
Yes, well, seeing as you are not students or faculty members of the West Hall Academy, I'm afraid that I personally cannot help you. Any use of the facilities or services of the Academy must be approved by Realmseer Eskel Rindaren. I don't wish to make this task as convoluted as it sounds, but if you wish to speak with him directly, you may visit him at his home in Greystone Tower.
I have a question for you.
Yes, my dear.
How does one enroll to your academy?
Through a process of adjudication. First step is, of course, sending permissions and such from notable magical figures that speak on your behalf. There is a bit of paperwork to appreciate what level of arcane knowledge you possess and such. Are you interested in such knowledge?
Oh, I was also inquiring, could a student transfer to your academy?
Oh, we've had many transfers, yes.
Oh, okay. Because I think maybe we have a family member. And she looks knowingly at Cult.
Am I to know who we speak of?
No, it's fine. Thank you.
All right.
I think Franklin's doing just fine at where he is.
I was just hoping to receive the school's help, for my magics only allow me to transport safely somewhere that I have visited many times. And
we are
since
going on an expedition, a
It is-
fact-finding expedition. We could bring back whatever knowledge that we gain. Maybe work with the school.
That
I
would be
nudge Colt
appreciated.
and I go, maybe you should have run that by Kieran, sorry, before you go.
But
and-
yes,
Yeah.
Maybe we'll talk to this
we-
Darian guy.
our Kiran Sari has personally requested us to come here and ask, because it is a matter of importance.
Quite right.
Well, I feel like the professor has answered by redirecting us to
Yes.
this other professor. Is that
yes.
Rhymes. Sorry,
Greystone Tower?
Gravestone Tower.
Indeed.
That's
Yes, when you head over there, inform his servant that you've met with me, and it should at the very least get you access within the tower to speak with him.
Well, thank you so much for your direction, and hope to see you again soon.
Yes, if everything works out, then it might very well be me that transports you to where you need to go, so...
Yeah,
appreciated.
We'll go through the proper channels. No
Yes.
worries. All right.
How do we get out of this? Because we kind of just poofed in here.
the same way you came in.
The door.
that's-
Oh,
yes.
all right. Oh. All right.
Is everyone
thank
all
you.
right? You seem a little...
We've had a long night. Well, I have.
All right.
It's yeah, lot on our minds.
I won't.
Oh.
I won't inquire.
We won't take up any more of your time.
Appreciate it. All right.
Thank
Good
you.
day.
Good day. And to the exit.
All right. So
Anyone
back
know
out.
what Gravestone Tower is?
No.
I assume it's that great big tower made of gray stone.
You're not entirely
Possibly.
wrong.
I mean, things get their names.
'Cause it isn't too far from where we are, according to the map.
No, it's actually like.
Oh yeah, super obvious, right across the
Yeah.
the thingamajig.
Oh, Great Tower, but Greystone, Gray. Anyway,
Is it the same tower?
okay.
Cool.
So, everybody's heading that way. That's correct.
I'm
I'm
heading
gonna
the
assume
opposite
it's
way,
the
obviously.
Big gray.
Oh, of course.
Feria, this way.
Oh,
Big gray tower, made of stone.
And
the
so, directly across from both the Cobalt Reserve and the West Hall Academy, you see a looming spire of shimmering stone. And as Jesus Christ, there we go.
battle music. Is
I
like,
know.
all over the place.
Yeah. As your eyes take in the exterior of the tower, the few windows you see each have either multicolored flashes of light or smoke billowing out from each. But once you reach the base of the tower, you are a little puzzled to see that there is no entranceway from where you stand. And before too long, almost out of thin air, an etching appears within the stone, starting from about 10 feet up and splitting into an archway. Each line begins to branch out into tasteful designs of tree branches and leaves that eventually transmute into a solid wooden door. And with a slight A single doorknob appears in the center of the door before swinging wide open. Even... What the fuck does that say? I don't... Okay, so you guys know me. I always speak into my microphone and it just dictates for me. It created a word I've never seen in my life. And it's fucking up the whole sentence. I don't know what I was trying to say here. How about this? I'm gonna fucking wing it. Even with all the crazy shit you have all witnessed recently, the appearance of a massive ogre stepping out to greet you all is still rather surprising.
Greetings, little ones. Welcome to Grey Tower, home of Realm Seeker Eskelrine Darren. My name is Tree Rot. How may I help you?
Oh, the lights just went out.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that.
Trying to find it in the dark.
I have a powerful breath. It seems to extinguish flame, even when I don't mean to. Ow! I inhaled. I must have lit the lights back on again. And how about you bring that little toy down to your face so we can actually hear you? Hey!
Oh, he's eating crackers. I'm sorry.
That's why I need to clear the earwax from my very large ears.
Archibald Cultivarius Esquire. Pleasure to meet you. What's your name, good sir?
I'm Tree Rot, which I believe I just said.
That's
Tree
not-
row. Yeah,
yeah.
I was distracted. I mean, crackers, lights, you know.
It's a day.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, if you would be so gracious to send a message to Eskelrine Darien, Professor Novi Kurthes has sent us over from the West Hall Academy to go through some proper channels to hopefully get us teleported to Bices Teal. Bices Tile?
Instead of that, why don't I just go see if our Realm Seer is available, and you may discuss these terms with him in person. Does that sound acceptable?
Oh, absolutely acceptable. Thank you so
Wonderful.
much.
I do not mean to be rude, but I will have to ask you to wait outside until permission is granted within the tower. I shouldn't be long, though.
Cool.
Wonderful. Be back in a jiff.
And you see him kind of turn around, and even though the doorway is extremely large than a normal doorway that you've seen, he still has to like squeeze one shoulder in and then the other to get back in there, and then you see the door back into the stone as you guys are left to your own devices for a wee little bit.
Oh, it's one of the first times I've been called little one.
He's a big fella. Kind of brings my mind back to Drenna again. Good old Udor.
Oh, that's twice now. You say it 3 times, he just appears.
Udor!
No,
Odor.
all the Odor. And with that exciting news,
While this is going on, maybe I can head off to Trixie's and ask her about commissioning an armor, and then I can meet you guys back here.
Yeah, sure, if you
I
want
don't
to.
know. I don't feel relevant to this conversation really. So
Oh, you always contribute.
not really. You're trying to flatter me.
Your squats are working.
What?
You're telling Trixie that you do lots of
Oh.
squats. Yeah. They. Wow, look at the make of this stone. It's great.
I'm not sure what you're trying to say, but yes, I do have a
So-
very nice butt.
Cannon.
It's made. Your butt is made out of stone.
I mean,
It's made out of marble. What the? No.
Breaks your hand.
No.
That's unusual.
I just work out a lot. That's what happens when you work out a lot. You get nice body parts. I'm gonna go.
Mm-hmm. Cook's looking at himself. I'm like,
with you.
she flies away. How long has this been happening?
So as Cult is nonchalantly trying to kick at no dirt, but trying to make do with something where it's like distraction, but you're constantly looking over to see like Viria kind of out of earshot kind of thing. Everyone else is just kind of mulling around, just waiting to be let in. As soon as Viri goes around the corner,
All right, I have spoken with the realms here. Oh, there's one less of you. What happened?
Oh, she had an errand to run.
Oh, quite right. I have a few of my own. Well, if you would like to join me, I will lead you to the study, and when Realmseer is available, he will be down to meet you. If that's fair.
Yeah, oh, that'd be lovely. Thank you.
Wonderful. I'll prepare some refreshments while you wait. Please, welcome to the Great Tower.
and he steps aside to let you all inside. Now, jumping over to Viria. I will get you to make another perception check, please.
Oh boy. Oh goody. 11. That's above 10.
It is. And what that gets you is that you are walking by a number of the Dionysus followers as you head towards Trixie's. Now, it doesn't seem like they're congregating or anything shifty. It's just that with everything that has occurred between you and them, being in this close proximity with anybody related to the cult of Dionysus is a little unnerving, a little bit. And the fact that there's nothing obviously nefarious that you pick up from anybody's vibe, we'll say, it also adds a little bit to that unnerving feeling. And you can't really place why. But eventually you do make it to Trixie's. And by now, the place is a bit more hopping, so there are a few more people. And in the back there, you do see good old Trixie. If I can find the right voice. There she is.
Oh, hi. Couldn't
Hey.
get enough of me. I know.
Yeah, me again.
Oh, so you put some thought into stuff and things and stuffy things.
Yes, all of that. So we're going to. Blah, 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 blah.
That's a fine choice. You want to try that again, superstar? And
I swear I can speak. All right, so we are going on an expedition soon.
Woo!
By the time we're back, I could come and pick up whatever you're able to figure out for me.
Okay.
Just. I mean, I've put some thought into it. Just some armor that's going to allow me to take a few more hits.
Yeah.
Perhaps make me tougher, harder to hit. You know?
You tougher? Pfft, impossible.
Yeah, it is possible. I have.
Why?
Anyway.
You squishy? You squishy? Yeah? Huh?
Stop
She
that.
does poke you a little bit.
Stop that. Stop that.
Okay, you're scary. I'm sorry.
So yeah, that's the thought I put into it.
Okay.
Does that
Well,
make
I
sense?
kind of thought that's what you wanted to do. So I did some pricing out and everything. I think if you wanted, like, the first level, you'd probably be looking at, like, almost 2,000 gold, right?
All right.
So that's level 1. If you want to bump it up to the next one, that's like 6,500.
Okay.
Yeah. But you get the bump, right? So, yeah.
And
Or
if
was
I
there
were
something
to
else you
tr-
wanted?
Well, if I were to trade in the armor I'm wearing now,
Uh-huh.
how much would that be worth?
Oh, man. It's been a while. I had to think of one thing. You didn't tell me I had to think of two things.
I just assumed you're so smart, Trixie.
I'm brilliant. Don't even go there, sister. Okay, so here's what I'll do. We know the price of these things. When you come back, obviously I'm gonna take the armor because I can sell that shit no problem. And what we get for it, we get for it.
Run that. This is Ari speaking. I did not get that last sentence.
Why? Because I talk very fast and I'm in a very high voice?
Yeah.
Ah! So, is it...
Essentially,
Mhm.
you know the price of the 2 items that you could get.
Yes.
And you know she's going to buy the old armor from you.
Mhm.
Currently, me don't know the actual price I sold it to you for,
Yeah.
so I can't quote you. But yes, guaranteed you will get money back to put towards this. So that's
Okay.
totally cool.
Sorry.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you. So, all right. So, because I mean, she won't. So I'll just get to pick when I get back, I suppose.
Oh, it's totally your choice, yeah.
All right. Yeah. Once you give me a quote on the armor I currently have, then
Yeah.
I'll make a decision because it's gonna be one or the other depending on the money I have.
Okay.
Because I can certainly afford the first one.
Yeah. Okay. It wouldn't change the price, but if you have ideas for like the look of it, the design, the style, and all that kind of stuff, you might want to talk to Olive or Olivia. No, Olive is which one's the younger one?
Olive is the what's
Go talk to them both because
fucking
they're
what's
both really
the
cool.
word for forgeron? Calice. Okay.
Oh my God, you're speaking in tongues, woman.
Blacksmith. Blacksmith.
Blacksmith. I forgot the word blacksmith
It's
in
okay.
English.
Words are hard, I know, believe me. But yeah, if you have like something specific in mind for like what it's gonna look like, maybe talk to her, give her like design tips and all that kind of stuff, so that when I go to her to make the actual stuff, you know, she'll have it looking like you want to look, you know? Because fashion
Didn't she
comes
make it-
first.
Didn't she make it dragon-like?
Fuck yeah, have you seen her work? She could do anything.
I've only bought gloves off of her so far, so.
Oh
I
no,
haven't
she helped me
really-
design the armor you're wearing right now.
Oh. I mean, it is beautiful armor, so.
I know, right? Oh.
All right.
Yeah, so any ideas that come into your head, pop it by her. I'll let her know that we're gonna do something along those lines. And then once it's out of her workshop, she comes to me, I enchant the thing. Bada bing, bada boom, and Colt's your uncle.
Not my uncle. All right. Yes, I will.
Words are
Sorry.
hard.
Tonight's so hard, you guys.
It's all
have
good.
no
Come here,
idea.
come here, come on now.
Oh yeah, that's. And you see, she goes to give you a hug, but literally she's just grabbing your ass.
Damn it, what is with my ass today?
Honey, it's like a marble statue. Good job.
Thank you.
2 scoops
All
of
right.
French vanilla.
So yes, I will go by Olives to discuss armor
Come on, I
aesthetic.
got something for you.
Oh,
And she
okay.
runs to the back. She comes back. She's got a little pouch with her.
Don't ask questions. Just put this on your tongue and enjoy the ride. Okay, yeah, I'll be right with you.
Should I?
And she runs away to help with another customer.
Oh boy, I'm scared now. And I will leave and go.
And do you do what she asked?
Oh, she wanted me to do it now. Okay, sure, I'll do it now.
All right.
Oh, banana brains, you are
So,
the apple of my eye.
As you exit Trixie's Tricks and Treats, you contemplate, because the last time you ingested anything from Trixie, it did not end in a spectacular situation. But you are also still a little bit hungover, and you're still a little bit impressionable, and you are a little giddy at the idea of getting some new thing made for yourself. And so you're like, fuck it, and you unwrap it and you just dump all the contents in your mouth. It's Pop Rocks. And the fun part is that with every pop, sparks
You're like,
shoot out
what
your
the
nose. So you kind of look like Dragon Claw, Dragon Breath as you walk along with glowing eyes. Everybody gives you a wide berth.
Perfect for you.
Yes, you are
Incredible.
welcome. Yeah. Back to the interior of the Great Tower. Let me change the music because this is just crazy sauce. I'm going to go through my playlist, ladies and gentlemen, and redo these things because some of the choices are just not what I thought they would be. All right. So, as you enter the Great Tower, you are greeted with a circular room with a massive stone fireplace, all ablaze at the far end. There are leather-covered comforters and chairs situated all along to enjoy the warmth, and a nice oak coffee table, where eventually Tree Rod will be bringing some refreshments for you all.
Oh, I hope it's Wheat Thins.
Yeah, it's popular in Western because it's got the W's. Anyway, it doesn't make sense. You see off in the corner there is a stone stairway that seems to curl around the interior and kind of match the shape of the exterior of the wall as it kind of spirals up towards and out of sight. And the surrounding area isn't... You have seen places that seem to be lush like this interior, but everything around you seems to be just plain and just functional. There's no decorations, nothing fancy. It's very like, I need a chair, here's a chair. I need a couch, here's a couch. Table, there's a table. Nothing outside, like nothing fancy that would decorate the place, like a normal home or anything like that. Everything has a place and a purpose. Good enough.
Workaholic.
Possibly. And as you sit and wait, eventually Tree Rod comes out.
I have an assortment of teas here. There is some coffee. There is something called a cappuccino, which I am very fond of. There is chocolate powder mix and warm milk, if you fancy that sort of sweet tooth like I am known to from time to time. There are some sweet biscuits here, some regular biscuits here. Biscotti. This is a fashionable kind of delicacy from Singorn. I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's delightful. And then there's this wheat thin thing. It's apparently very popular in Western. If there's any dietary restrictions, please let me know and I will see what I can do for you. I digress.
This is fine, thank you.
And you see Tree Rod kind of bow down and then scurries back still in the bowed position as he leaves the room.
What a gent. Biscotti, and he picks one up, hot as rocks, and
Yep.
like puts it down.
I don't understand
And-
biscotti, personally.
You gotta dip it, and I'm like, yeah, it still tastes like rocks. No offense to anybody who enjoys.
No, screw you, biscotti. We're taking
Colt
a
will
stand.
100% take the cappuccino and sip it,
Mm.
and his mustache gets like the foam. He gets the milk stash
Yep.
going on, unbeknownst to him for quite some time.
Now, you do wait for quite some time. So the idea as you're sitting there, you're going, do I have time for another cup of coffee? And then when it gets to the point where you should have made that decision a long time ago, you say, fuck it, I'm having another cup. And it's around the time of your second drink. I'll get each of you to make a perception check, please. Rose. Rose, you are the only one who hears a very quiet and soft
Yes?
Guys, I can't see the door anymore. Are you in there?
as you hear the very familiar voice of Viria on the outside of the tower, where there is no longer a door.
I get up to where we came in and start looking around. I'm like,
Solid stone, baby.
and he really like right up against the wall. He goes, I can't seem to see any door. Are you all right out there?
Viri, you're on the outside of the tower.
It's just Western, but
You can't
I
really
mean,
hear Viria because she's talking so softly.
Guess I'll just wait until your meeting's over or something.
Viria,
I'll just-
Viria. Hi.
What? Oh, that's right.
For once, it wasn't me. I don't believe it.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, we're just still waiting for this guy. You're missing some really interesting coffees and teas. Did everything go all right at Trixie's?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. We're getting new armor sorted out.
Oh,
Stopped by
cool.
Olives. I said hi to Olivia for all of you.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So
I guess,
I
I mean,
guess
once this guy comes, we'll try to get
I mean,
the door to
there's
open.
yeah, I mean, there's a little coffee shop right across the street from here. I'll be waiting there since
Oh,
you mentioned
for
coffee,
sure.
and I should probably have that.
Oh, actually, maybe Mr. Tree Rot? Mr. Tree Rot, our other member of our party's come back. Is it okay if she comes in
Oh,
with
for
us?
goodness sakes,
You hear like things shuffling over,
that was my toe.
and you see Tree Rot very trying to be as nonchalant as possible, is kind of limping towards the door now because he probably kicked something over. But eventually, he kind of gingerly turns to you all and
If you wouldn't mind averting your eyes for a moment, please.
Yeah, of course.
the door once again appears for you on the outside, Viria. And as it opens, Tree Rot is like right in your face,
Oh, there you are. Hello.
puts a hand on your shoulder, leads you in, kind of dragging, kind of like ushering you in a little bit into the room.
Now, I didn't ask. I asked your friends, but I didn't ask you beforehand. Do you have any dietary restrictions I should know of before I fetch a drink for you? Is there anything you would like?
Just some coffee with sugar.
Wonderful. It's on the tray waiting for you. If it's not hot enough, do let me know. I shall get you a fresh pot.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Shouldn't be but a moment now. The realms here is very busy, as you can imagine. He sees realms and stuff.
He just kind of walks.
How long have the three of you been waiting? I've had the time to go all the way to Trixie's and then to the blacksmith's and back.
Yeah, like
You've been there for
pretty much
about
the
an
whole
hour.
time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hopefully, gets here soon.
So as Viria sits down, pulls over a cup, and starts to begin pouring her cup, you hear the little of footfalls coming down the stairwell to greet you all. And a balding, long white-haired individual in robes with a scowl upon his old face looks at all of you. So you're the people from where'd you say you're all from?
We're
guy
from
that-
all over the place. What's that?
Everybody make a history check.
I was gonna say, is it the
Exactly
guy
who
Colt
that
ran
is.
into? like when we first got to Westrun, you bumped into some
Yeah.
old man with like all the papers flying out. Yeah,
Everybody but
I'll
Nagheim. Oh
I'll
no,
still
that's
make-
the old Nagheim one.
I have no fucking.
You have
idea.
no clue. I love when the dice tell their own story opposed to the player where she's like, I know who this is, and no, you don't. So
19.
everybody except for Viria, who is, to be fair, you're pouring coffee. You're like, hey, what's up? And you were, as soon as you said it outside, you wanted coffee. You've got to hear it. That's all your attention is there for.
Yeah.
Everyone else is like, this is the motherfucker that we ran into when we first got here. And we'll see where that goes next week.
Oh my god! Had him disguised to slightly alter my appearance maybe next week? I don't know. Oh,
There we go.
shit. I knew
So-
this was gonna bite me in the ass.
Why would you think that? I mean, everything goes
I mean,
great for you guys. Oh, man.
Maybe when you canceled your stream so you could write for us.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Mhm.
All right. But thank you, everybody, for hanging out tonight. Thank you for hanging out in the chat, all the new followers and everything like that. We totally appreciate that. And we are going to pick up from where we left off tonight next. Wait.
No, not next week.
No.
But the following week, I think.
Yes.
Yeah,
We're good?
next week.
There's
is
family obligations and
Easter.
everything that some of us are going to be partaking in. So everybody have a great extended weekend if you get to be one of the lucky ones. And we will see you here in 2 weeks' time to pick up where we left off. And as we always like to say at the end of our stream,
Eat lots of Jesus eggs and have
Yeah.
safe sex.
eat
Have
Jesus'
sex
eggs.
with Jesus.
That's his testicles.